Alright, what's up everybody? I'm here to make a jersey swap of Jordan Love to the Green Bay Packers. I've gotten a lot of requests on how I make these jersey swaps from some of my friends that I know in real life personally, so here's one right now. So pretty much what I do beforehand is get a picture of the player that is in high quality, make sure it is in high quality, because if it's not, it's not going to look that good, and you would probably want it to be more high quality, because the higher the quality of the image, the better it'll come out. So beforehand, what I will do is I will erase the background of the player. As you can see, I already have one right there. As you can see on the side, I have covered up the college football logo on the referee, because I'm going to use that referee in the NFL background. So I've already had a bunch of files laced in place for the different parts of the uniform and the background. So let's just start off with that already. So here I have this of Aaron Rodgers. I did not mean to actually place that right there into the same layer, but it is okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right here to the pin, and make sure when you it's going to start up on shape, but make sure you want to click on path before you go anywhere. And I've already had a path from earlier. So what you want to do is you want to go zoom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom up close to the number, the one that I need right now, and just start outlining that. And with these swaps, you have to have patience, because if you don't have enough patience on these, you can get frustrated very easily. And if I were you, I wouldn't expect these to be done in a hurry. At most, or at least, these will take you about 50 minutes to an hour to make, if you're trying to make them look good. So that's just a little tip right there. And you also want to make sure you don't cut in too much. If you're going to not get it perfectly on the numbers, just at least have it a little bit on the outside, because we'd rather have that than have a little bit too much on the inside and have a little cut off. So once you do that, you want to right click and make the selection, copy it, click right here onto this. You're going to want to paste right there. We have our first number. So what we want to do right there is just get it out a little bit bigger than this, to where it can fit on the uniform. And then we just want to start warping it. And so right here, you want to make sure you name your layers, because if you don't, you're going to get very confused on what you have right here. So once you have that, I'm just going to delete this because I won't need it anymore. But before we move on, let's just go right here and let's just clear up the uniform. Let's get right here by the numbers. And what I use a soft brush when I cover up the background of these numbers, just to get them out of the way. And then we want to get rid of everything of Utah State, or anything not in the way, or anything in the way of that's going to be in the way of our swap. So yeah, With white jerseys, it's very easy to just color over this and make it look like a blank jersey. And also, if you have trouble choosing the right color, just get the color picker right here. Or a shortcut for that is just press I. Gets it done a whole lot faster. So I'm not going to clear up the 0 yet because we're going to wait until we get the Green Bay Packers 0 up there for that. And also make sure when you're getting close to edges, you go back to a real hard brush because you don't want the edges, the faded edges on the outside like that. All right, there we go on that. All right, so right here, just gonna get this white right here too as well. So when you're up here, if you're doing anything like this, you wanna, if you're zoomed in all the way to make it sure it's precise, to be sure it looks good, just make sure you zoom out to see how it looks on there, because you don't want it looking too obvious. And I'm not using like an actual Adobe Photoshop. I'm using photopea, the next best thing that I could use. It's worked for me on most of my all my swaps. It can be kind of glitchy at sometimes. It's fine. It'll fix at some point. That we don't like how that looks, so we're gonna use a different color right here. There we go. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go right here to this path. We're gonna get the collar right here. I'm sorry if I'm not talking a lot through these. Most of these that I'm doing is just very simple and easy. That won't take much time to do, so I won't have to really talk much through most of these. But just use the path tool to go through across that. For this, you just gotta click through it again, and select the pixels, then Control X to cut the paths. So then what we want to do is we go to Image, Adjustment, Hue, and Saturation. Move this out of the way so we can see what we're doing. Go blue, here, saturation all the way down. The brightness, we're going to move that up a little bit. And then once we've done that, let's go back to adjustments. Selective color. This usually doesn't really work for me that much, but I'm just going to see how it looks with this. And it changes it a little bit. We'll keep it to that. And we'll change the color a bit. And make the brush very big so it's just done and out of the way. I don't really like how that color looks, so we're just gonna sorry about that. I'm not really getting it that good on there. color looks better on there. Got a little bit over here on the side. You can get that off. Alright, jersey is almost clear. Just for purposes over here, almost forgot about this right here. Alright, we got that done. Now let's get the other number right here. We've got our number right here. Just transform it a bit. Alright, that doesn't look too bad. Should rasterize it first. Make sure you name it so you don't get lost. Use saturation on it just to make it match the other number a bit. Alright, got that right there. Make sure we go back to a soft brush right here. Make it a little bit bigger right here. Get it done faster. Let's make this one a little bit brighter. Go, we got that. Now let's put the helmet on there. We gotta name our layer. So now I have to see how I'm going to do this right here. First, let's open up another file of a different Packers player with their helmet just so we can get the right color on there. We're going to get our color picker. Let's get right here with it. That's good. Yes, that is good. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the helmet, click on Image, Adjustments, Black and White. We're going to put another layer above that helmet and just put helmet undercased letter so we know. Just fill. Then we're going to right click on here, hit clipping mask. Then we're going to click twice on it to get the layer style. Move that out of the way. Look for our blend mode right here. Let's see what blend works better for us. Might want to make the helmet a little bit darker. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do right here. We're going to make the helmet a bit darker. Let's move this out of the way. Helmet, hue and saturation, lightness, saturation. Don't want to make it too dark because then it won't look that well. So here we go. Let's try this again. Right click, clip a mask, helmet. See how it looks on overlay, and that looks good right there. Control E to merge the layer. And this is what we have right now. So let's clean up this helmet right here. Actually, real quick, I'm gonna get rid of this right here because this does not need to be yellow. We're gonna go through the face mask so it'll work like that. Same as usual. Go back on that. So show the helmet again. Control X to cut through that. Just in case if I missed a little bit, which I did right here. Control X did that. Have that. So let's clear this up right here. Don't need that big of a brush for this one. Alright, now let's go back over here. Get rid of this Utah State thing. I did not click on my right layer before I did that. Did now, so we are good. Clearing this up right here. Let's use a different brush stroke. When you color to the edge, you want to make sure you follow the edge so you can get it perfect and doesn't make it look too off, if you understand what I'm saying. So let's go right here and change the color of this mouthpiece right here, because I don't see why a Packers player would be wearing a blue mouthpiece. Just to add more attention to detail right here. Just gonna move the anchors right here so we can get fully covered, and change it to blue, and then the hue, change it to a green. That will work for us. There, saturation down some. And there we go. We got it green, which is a good green for us right there. And let's change this chin strap right here, starting right here, bottom. Change this from navy blue to a dark green. We'll get to the rest of the chin strap later. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm just going to cut this out right here and make it a whole new layer. Before I do that, I'm going to get this edge off right here. Alright, there we go. Now we're going to make the selection. Control J on it to make it a whole new layer. So now we're going to go back up here. And then we're going to make another layer. Then we're going to merge these three layers and then change the color of that all at the same time. So there's no having to remember any of the codes, hex codes. So let's just name this one top right now. Then we will change that in a minute. Let's get the rest of this one here. There we go. And let's get that, because it'll be at the bottom. We're not actually getting to the straps yet. We're just getting to the cup part. So let's hue and saturation that. Blue. Right there, I think that's good. Actually, let me try something right here. Let's get to the bucket tool. Let's get this green right here. And let's try something right here. Let's try overlay. Let's see how that looks. Doesn't look too bad right here. So let's get the rest of this chin strap. We need to actually change this white because we want to make it look realistic as possible. So we can't have this be navy. So we'll just change this to bottom left strap. Cannot type to save my life. Let's go back over here. This is going to be the first part of top left. The reason I'm calling that left is because it's to his left. Just a little clarification right there. So let's get this up right here. Back down here. So let's move that. And we're going to get the other part right here. So almost done right here with this part. It's really close together, so it's kind of hard to get right there. Alright, so we've got two more parts to get. We got right here. It's going to be very kind of difficult to get right here. So let's get that part. Now we got one more part to get. And we are done with that part. Once we get this top left part, I'm going to finish getting the bottom right part. Sorry about that. Back to this. Now we're done with the top left. Now let's get the rest of the bottom left don't know if I got that. Let me check that right here. No, I did not. Okay. So let's get this last part right here. Did not even think about this. So I know once this is out, probably most of the people who know me in real life are just probably gonna laugh, but it's fine. I don't really care. Anyway, let's get back right into this. Let's get this right strap right here, and for the bottom, this is all we have to get. And sorry, I'm not putting a lot of attitude in, or any emotion into my voice. It's just getting calm right here, trying to get this done. And we gotta name this one. So let's go back to here and start getting the top part. There we go. So let's just get this little part right here. And this is the last part of the chin strap that we have to get here, and we're done with that. And all we have to do now is merge the actual so right here we got the top right, bottom left, top left. Now we can now just put just put chin strap, and then merge all these. And now what we're gonna do is make them white, which we're gonna, for how we're gonna start that is going to image, adjustments, black and white, and then levels. Keep it on RGB. Move this out of the way. We're gonna go slide over here to 1, make it go a little bit to the left, probably about 123, and then take this 225 right here, move it to where let's actually move this some over here till that is white, and that's what we needed right there. Let's go right here actually and just finish this little part up. Alright, now that we got that, let me fix this one right here. No, that one's good. It looks a little weird because of how it is. I think I can fix that right here. So anyway, let's get to the next thing. Let's get the logo onto the helmet, which is why we saved right here. So once we paste that onto here, let's change it to logo. Put it above the helmet right here. So once we've got that, let's just go right here, zoom in, bring it up some, get to where it was on the other helmet, make it a little bigger. Excuse me, right there. Let's just warp. Now we gotta warp it right here, warp it up here, a little bit down right here, down right here, and we've got the logo on the helmet. Now let's get the stripe right here. I don't know if I don't think I'm going to get the bumper logo right there just yet. I think I'm going to use the other photo that I have. Any of the others. If they don't work, then I'll just settle with this one right here. So let's get there. Bottom part right there. Alright, so now move this over here into the correct spot. Turn it. And before we go anywhere else, let's just click right here. And now let's transform it again. Put it back. Put it up here. Zoom in a little. Then bring it up some. Now let's warp it up to here so it doesn't look a little bit weird. Just move it out a little bit. All zoomed in, it may look a little weird, but once you zoom out, it should look better. If not, then something is messed up. Alright, got that. Now it's better. Now let's go to the lasso tool, get rid of that. Let's get this top stripe right here. So once again, if you take your time on these swaps and don't rush them, make sure you can find like good, photos, high quality photos for your your material. Then trust me, it'll look way good when it's all done. You'll be very happy of how it looks. So now it's here, rotate it like we did with the bottom one to where it matches. So confirm that. Now let's transform it again. So there's been a couple of times where my computer has messed up and just frozen during this. So if you don't want to risk losing your progress, just in case if your computer does what mine does, just save all your files or all your things right here by just clicking on them right here and clicking your arrow right here and clicking PNG on all of these right here, just in case if you were to lose any. But yeah, we've got that done so far. So let's see. Let's open up the rest of our files. So let's get the little emblem right here for the shoulder. It's okay to keep a little bit of the white because of our uniform color. Alright, let's get that right there. See how it looks. Does not look too bad. We can make that a little bit bigger. Bend that a little bit down, bring it up some. That's good. Let's take a little bit of that saturation away. The lightness up a little bit. There we go. There we go. That looks good in my opinion. Now let's duplicate that just to save us some time with getting the other side. Let's flip that right here. Click right there. So let's get off that and take a look at it one more time. Let's go. Yeah, we're on our path. Make sure you start where you need. Start right here. I'm just gonna go up from here, tracing where it needs to be cut off. So once you've got right here, let's see how high I need to go. I need to go a little bit more higher. So then what we're gonna do is go around here, selection, and cut. And we have the other side. And now all we have to get is the collar, the helmet bumper, a little bit of minor stuff, and the background. So let's get some of that minor stuff. But before we do that, let's change this right here. Let's go on that. And let's change some of this blue stuff right here. Right here, we're just gonna use the lasso tool. I'm not the best with the lasso tool, but it helps a bit. I don't know if that helps any. If it just, comes off as blue or as black. Guessing that's what it does right there. So we're just gonna not mess with that right there. Or right here, for sure I know this will come off as blue. That's good right there. I actually have a better looking zero I'm about to have in right here. Come in a second. I have it ready, and I'll be sending it to my Chromebook right now. So we can get rid of the zero for now. And let's move on to the helmet bumper. That is our background right there we're going to use. We're going to get rid of, obviously, we're going to not have Aaron Rodgers in the way. Okay, we will use this as the helmet bumper. And just put it under the face mask. Spray some of this outside. And let's I have no idea what just happened. I'm trying to make it go smaller, but my computer's being super slow right now. Can't tell whether if this is turned the wrong way or not. Let's rasterize that. Number 0. Now I'm gonna have to see if I need to make the 0 lighter, or do I need to make the green darker, or the 1 darker. I think this matches up a little bit. I can go to the number right here. There we go. Got it a little bit right there, and I've got it right there. So now let's open a photo of another Packers player to get the collar that I need. So before I do that, I'm actually gonna get rid of some things like this one, and this one, just so my computer does not go any slower than it has already. Before we cut this out, let's hide the chin strap out of the way. So now it's this part here. So let's get this collar right here. So let's copy that right there, get it in our photo, let's transform it, and let's get it onto Jordan Love right here. So let's just get this NFL logo just in case it looks too big originally on the collar, with me trying to make the collar big and look big enough and not, too small and stuff in the way of the other collar. Make that selection, cut the paths, copy, and let's cover this up right here. now that we got the NFL logo right here, let's get that on there. That's all we have right there. That's all we got to do. Now let's get that. Let's name the entire project. Let's just merge it down until we have our PNG, which is just our player right here. Alrighty, so now what we want to do is we want to get our background right here. What we're going to do is we're going to transform it to where it entirely fits in our photo right here. Because if you were to do it otherwise, I'm going to have to get this ref again here because I did it before I started recording and apparently it didn't work out. So let's try this again. There we go. What we're gonna do right there, keep the ref right there. Now we don't have much to cover right here in the background, so what we're gonna do right here, first we're gonna check how much we have. Now we get that, let's get our brush, make it a soft brush. We're not going to use that color, we're going to go right here and use this. Let's just get rid right here. It's all clear, let's get right here, clear right there. Zoom in right here. Let's get this color right here. Get that. And let's use this color right here. That's an Aaron Rodgers face mask. And let's just cover up the rest. Background. And let's get right here on the top. We good. And we've got that done. Now let's just go to Jordan Love right here. Turn the lightness down a little bit. Saturation up. Let's turn the lightness up a little bit. Saturation down a little bit. Turn the saturation up a little bit more. Looks good right there. So we can delete our original background right there. Now, what I could do is try to make this right here a different Packers player. But I kind of don't want to, but don't think we need to have to go into that much detail. Or we could. Well, I don't think we're not going to go into that much detail. We're just going to keep the ref right there. Let's just get rid of that right there. Rid of that. And that is what we have left as our finished product. So now what we're going to do is get Jordan Love Packers, merge it to these, press V to get it to our mouse, and that is it. Let's get it clear right here to save, and that is it. It's done. Hope you learned something of value from this tutorial. If there's anything that I messed up on that didn't look so good, just to let me know in the comments or in real life if you know me. But yeah, that was it. And that is how to make a jersey swap. Thank you.